Hi guys, we are back at it again. I'm Ken.
And I'm Betty.
And we are
The Rages.
And this is
The Workshop, where we talk about everything that touches on millennial marriage. Be it food, family, finances, you name it. We're dealing with the good, the bad, and the messy.
Today we are at Next Gen Fitness to tackle letter K for keeping fit.
Why? Because your body is the only home you have to live in. So you have to take care of it. And we all know your body is a temple. So to take us through today's trial session, we have our instructor, Feli.
So as you've heard, my name is Feli. I'm welcoming you to Next Gen.
Thank
you. As Next Gen, we are a family. So we have the Next Gen Multi-Sport Academy, where we train kids on various sports. And then we have the Next Gen Health and Wellness, which is also comprised of the Next Gen Fitness, which is this here, and the Next Gen Clinic. So at the clinic, we do rehabilitation for people who have gone through various injuries or have any conditions that would require exercise to rehabilitate. Okay, so I'm going to take you through the session today. I hope you're excited about this. I am.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very
So
excited.
have you had any clearance from the doctor? Because before you start doing any exercise, you have to get clearance from your doctor. Yes, you have.
Medically cleared.
Okay,
to
good.
Go ahead.
Okay.
But please don't kill us.
I won't. So since this is a trial session, hopefully after that we can do an assessment so that you can start your journey. Okay. So let's get to it. So you'll have to remove your hoodies because it's going to be a steamy session. Okay. And then make yourselves comfortable.
All
Okay.
right.
See you on the
We
floor.
can do it. Okay. See you.
We are ready.
Right.
You're ready?
Yes.
Okay, so maybe before we start, normally when you enroll in a gym, you have goals. So maybe you guys can tell me what your goals are and what you're hoping to achieve.
For me, I think I just had a baby. Just is a while ago, but I'm ready to get back to a pre-baby body.
Personally, I just want to get back to the game. It's been a minute.
Okay, those are good goals. So maybe we can start with warm-up. So before we start training, we'll start with warm-up. So I want you to stand here and you can stand over here. Okay. Okay, so you're going to widen your stance really wide. And then we're going to be stretching our legs and also our thoracic. So you're going to reach from this side as you reach to the other side. Okay, let's see. Okay.
So why would you say it's important to warm up before exercising?
Well, warming up is more like prompting the body to an action. So it enables your system to have blood flowing through the muscles, through all your tissues, and then your body becomes in a relaxed state and also in a position to move. So it helps prevent injuries so that you don't easily snap a muscle because you didn't warm it up. There was not enough blood flow. Yes.
So you're telling the body we're about to do something. Get ready.
Exactly. Yes.
So also from all this I'm getting, there has to be a plan at the end of the day.
Yes. The
First thing is warming up. There's a median goals, the exercise. There's the end goal now, which could be long term.
Exactly.
So plan is key.
It is.
All right.
Yes. It has every step. Yep.
Even in a marriage, you don't just come in and
Yes.
decide we're being married. You have to
Courtship.
have a plan. Yeah, that's why you date first.
Yes.
You court, that's your warm up.
Exactly. Yes.
Get to the
Precisely. Yes.
All right.
So we finish this and then we go into the workout. That was our last one.
All right.
Okay. So our first exercise, we're going to do what you call squat and press. Okay. So you have your weights here. I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay. So you're going to have your weights. Have like a shoulders apart stance, okay? Then if you're comfortable with this, that's fine. But mine is this. So you're going to bring the weights here. Then you're going to squat up as you press, okay? Just try, let's see. Okay, so just take your weights. Good. So we're going to go down, up as you press. You're doing 10 reps, okay? Okay, so 3, 2, 1, let's go. Let me see. Up as you press. Yes, and then the action is you're sitting back, so don't push your knees forward, okay? So sit back.
So there's a
Go.
technique.
Yes.
Okay.
So here. Good. Sit back and press.
Okay.
Good. That's better.
Okay, that's
Okay,
easy.
1. Okay, go for 2. Nice. Up. Good. And 3. Up. Press. 4. Come on, guys. Come on. Up as you press. Good. Two more. Okay?
This is hard.
I know. Okay, go.
Go this, baby.
10.
9. Last one, guys. Come on. Up as you press. Good job. Okay.
Whoa,
What?
that was intense.
It's getting tougher and tougher. I almost gave up on that one.
That required discipline.
I think my body was not having it. Like,
Yeah.
if you asked my body, what do you want right now? I want a burger. I don't want to be here.
And that's where discipline comes into play.
Yeah.
You have to subdue whatever the body wants if you want to be in control of your life. And basically, discipline, you can apply it. When you learn that from here, you can apply it in any aspect of life. May it be family, business,
In
marriage.
So, like, when it comes to marriage, how do we apply discipline?
So I think, for starters, we give vows to each other.
Yeah.
So we have to uphold them. Make sure each and every day you see the promise I gave it to you.
All right. So, committing to what we said takes discipline, because obviously we will always find ourselves we may find ourselves in a situation where you see something, you find, I mean, life is life.
Yes.
I know, macho hayana pazia. You will see, but it is up to you. It's up to me
Yes.
to stay disciplined and tell my body this is not what we're doing. This is what we're doing, and that then takes us away from dealing with issues like infidelity, maybe.
Yes.
Well, I mean, we'll talk about that
So,
another time.
in a whole different lesson.
Discipline, oh my gosh, it's not easy, it's not always fun, but we have to do
And
it.
discipline is more of a preventive thing than a cure.
Oh yeah. If you have discipline, we end up not having the issues we have to heal from.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
So we continue. We're at
Down.
3.
4,
At your back. So
6.
you know how to arch your, when you
your
go
back.
out. huh?
Yeah.
Roll,
And back down. Up. Good.
down, roll,
Nice. Okay.
down.
Roll. Back up.
Why am I
Nice.
feeling this
5.
in my back?
It's a back exercise.
Okay.
Yes.
Got
6. Good.
this. Roll.
7. Last one. 8. Good job. Okay. That's
Well
the second one. Okay. You can place your weights down. We move on to the third exercise. Okay.
All right.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So the third one, we're going to do bench press. Okay. So that's to target your chest. Okay. So you'll just pick your weights. You're going to sit. So here. So you're pressing from here. So 45 degrees. Up. Down. Down. Okay. Let's see. So the next we're doing is a core stabilization exercise. So we're going to be kneeling down, okay? So
Okay.
you're just going on your knee. Then you're going to be starting from here. Take it up, back down. So try to align 90 degrees. So move your legs slightly forward and to the side. Good. Okay. Yours slightly forward. Okay, so hold your weight like this. So you're starting from the knee, the thigh that's down here, the knee that's down.
This
So
side.
from this side.
Like you raise your knee.
Okay. So you're lifting it up, back down. Okay, let's see.
Why do you make it look so easy?
And down. Good. That's okay. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. So let's see. Back down. That's 1. Good. 2. Nice. 3. And try to engage your core. Okay, for balance. Okay. Okay. So 5. 6. Nice. 7. Last one. 8. Good job. So, wait, sadly, you have to do the other side.
You have to balance.
Yep.
Balance is key.
So, switch knees, switch legs. Yep. Good job. So, from this side, we're taking it up, and down. Yes, the other direction.
All right.
Okay, 2, 1, let's go. 1, 2, good. Nice.
7,
Okay,
8.
5,
good job.
6.
2 more. 7.
Let's go.
Last one. 8. Good job, guys. Good job. So that's one set,
Bye.
and we're doing 3 sets of all the exercises. Okay, so you can rest, have some water, and then we can repeat.
Okay.
Okay, good job. Okay.
Come. I'm not doing well.
Yeah,
Whoa.
I think it's getting a bit easier.
It's
I'm
going
tired.
well.
You're doing well,
Yeah.
but it's getting easier. Is that consistency? After doing it for one day, is that consistency?
For the set, it's consistency.
All right.
It's getting easier with every action that we take.
But now, how do I stay consistent? Cause if you ask me to do this again tomorrow.
That's why you have me. Your accountability buddy.
Okay, so from now on, you're my accountability partner.
Yes.
I think everyone needs one of those. Cause if you ask me, I'm still thinking about my burger.
So it's up to me to make sure you don't get it. And tomorrow we're back here.
All right, and how, I guess now when it comes to consistency, you have to have a routine, because I can't be consistent if I
Yes.
haven't planned for it.
So consistency births a routine.
All right.
A routine brings sanity in your life, brings a sanity in your marriage. So
Sanity is important.
Yes.
You can't be doing your own thing, I'm doing my own thing. And so how do we create a routine together?
So making sure I'm accountable that you carry out your gym activities, your day-to-day life activities. You do the same for me. And also being open to correction. If I call you out in a polite way.
Nisikachi. So I have to check what time you leave the house, what time I leave the house, and we find, or come back even in the evening.
Even coming back,
we
and
find
see a mutual hour
that we can do this,
Yes,
and we form a routine.
exactly.
That we have to stay disciplined. All right,
For sure.
that's our homework. We're going to create a routine.
Yes.
All right.
Let's go to the next
Here's
one.
to consistency. We finished strong.
Yes.
All right,
And
you have to pick
resilience.
me up. I can't.
Good job, baby.
We're done.
did
I'm
it.
done. I'm ready to go home.
Good job, guys.
Bye-bye.
Good job. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Max, tell me, how was it?
Challenging but fun.
Yeah?
I had a really good time.
For me, it really opened me up. My brain fog is cleared. When I got here, I was a little bit tired.
Yeah.
But now I'm feeling energized. Even it's as if
You
my
can
day
go
is
again.
starting.
Yeah. So after maybe eating and showering, you'd be
I'm
good
good to go. Yes,
Okay.
for sure.
Okay, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys soon.
Thank you. We
Yeah.
had such a good time. But we were talking, and I was actually just asking him, I don't think I'll be able to come to the gym every single day and stay consistent. So
Okay.
is there anything I can do from home? I mean, anything I can do, especially with the baby?
Yeah, there's a lot of things you can do at home. So you can start with body weight things since you're planning to begin getting back into being active.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can start with simple things from body weight squats or squatting to a chair back up. Okay, you can do
I can't repeat the ones we did today. I can't repeat that because I don't have
the weights.
the weights
Okay.
at home.
So you can improvise. So you can just strap your baby on a carrier. Then you can use her as a weight.
right.
Okay. So you squat with her. You come. I'm sure she'll enjoy it. It will be so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bonding.
Yeah. Just don't drop the baby at any point. Okay. Then for you, if you're doing, for example, bench press, you can just hold down the couch as you're playing. You press back.
That will
yeah.
be fun.
Right.
It's like you're playing
Yeah.
aeroplane.
Exactly, like and
Yeah.
back, and you're putting in a bit of work here. Also, I can tailor make a program for you guys. Then I can send you. You can begin with that, and then over time you can progress into coming to the gym.
That
Yes.
makes
That's
sense.
awesome.
That is why that's so creative. I didn't think of that.
Yeah.
That's why we need a trainer, not to just do our own thing.
Yes.
Just come in and decide, we do 20, let's go. No.
And basically just to
And even walking
a
with the
trainer
baby.
advises us not to push our bodies to the limit. At the end of the day, we need to enjoy this.
And to
Exactly.
make sure we get to the goals we set.
Yes.
See?
Because it's all about goals.
So you can, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
We had
You're
such
welcome.
a good time.
Yeah, I'm hoping to see you guys soon. Okay, you reach out.
Definitely. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
I will try.
All right.
Okay, bye.
You know, as we're heading home from the gym, I keep thinking about that phrase, exercising the body for the mind. I love when we do these activities because it makes it like a tangible explanation.
Yes.
It makes it so much easier to understand the principles that we're trying to derive and to apply into our
incorporate in our
lives.
lives,
Yes. So when we say exercising the body for the mind, so the body has physical muscles,
Yes.
and the mind, does the mind have muscles?
You can equate it to a muscle.
Uh-huh.
So as you carry on your physical activities and apply those daily principles, you're also exercising your mind.
Okay. And you see, it's so much easier to understand, like when a body has a muscle, if the
Yes.
muscle is not cooperating, or if the muscle needs you to do it 5 times before it starts to cooperate, it's so much easier to understand that the mind is the same way.
Yes.
That there are times you tell the mind to exercise by being disciplined, by doing a certain task, by sticking to a goal, and your mind is just not there.
And I think that's why we get the phrase mind over matter,
Aha.
where matter as we know it
Is your
defined-
physical body.
physical body.
Yes.
So where you do away with the flesh, with all those things, and the mind is now the one that is in charge of everything.
It's funny how we live life. I know I've caught myself enough times living life where my body is in charge and not my mind. And it's the simplest thing as waking up.
I think if we may define what we mean by the body being in charge is where you have to wake up and do something, but your body does not feel like it.
Yeah.
It says, I'm in my comfort zone.
That's
Just
too
2 more
tiring.
hours of sleep.
I'm a baby girl.
Yes. But the mind knows we need to do this thing and we need to accomplish it.
So mind over matter. That's
Yes.
where we're striving to be.
Yes.
So now let's bring it home. At home, in our marriage, how do we cultivate like a mind over matter kind of situation? How do you get that discipline to, if it's accomplish goals that we've set, stick to the vows that we've made? How do we do that?
I think for me, and this I'm speaking to the men out there, I think it really made sense to me the moment I started lifting the dumbbells. They were so heavy and it was so hard. But with every single lift, inching closer to the last rep, it got easier and easier and easier. And I was like, wait, if I do this for 3-4 weeks, I will have even doubled
Yeah.
the weight I'm lifting. And that way, I'm keeping fit, I'm physically exercising, but I'm doing this for the mind because that's the only way.
Do you feel like, you said the closer you got to the last rep, the more hyped you are to do
Yes.
it? Do you feel like it's something along the lines of instant gratification and the prize, the end goal?
Definitely.
It's something like
Yes,
that.
that's it.
I think for me, what I kept thinking about was, I said, I woke up, remember, I was so excited to do this exercise, and I got there and realized it's been 2 years since I was last in a gym,
Yeah.
and my body did not want to do any of that. But I had to actually speak to myself and say, no, you can't. You're just refusing to.
And that speaking to yourself is you exercising your mind.
True, because again, it gets to a point in marriage, it's all fun and games
Yes.
until there are times where you have to tell yourself, I made this vow, I made this commitment, I chose to be here, so I have to get through with this, I have to get it done.
Yes.
I even told myself I wanted to go back to my vows and listen to what I promised and do I'm like, okay, another rep, because this is what I promised to do.
And basically using your vows as a checklist. Every day can my wife or my husband or the husband see this in me? They said, I vowed something. Can you see it? Or is it down the line? I was like, okay, nobody's checking. I do away with it. I pack it. Up until maybe the next anniversary, I become all lovey-dovey and that.
I feel like you just mentioned integrity.
Yes.
Integrity is doing the right thing even when no one is watching.
You got that.
I feel like being a married woman, a hot, young, a fine married woman, there are many times you can be outside and you find interesting characters.
And to bring it even back home, let's say a simple example, you go on a trip. We've been exercising together.
Yeah.
That 1 week you're out on a trip, will I wake up every day, go to the gym, and carry
When
on
no
the
one
same
is
thing
watching.
when no one is watching.
As I said, you go, you find funny characters.
Yes.
Will I do the right thing even though no one is watching?
watching.
Even though he's not going through my phone, he's not checking who I am, where I'm with. You don't have GPS on me. But am I doing the right thing even when no one is watching?
Exactly.
Discipline is such a crazy thing. You talked about how do we create an environment of discipline. You said it's through routine
And consistency.
and consistency.
Yes, those are the two key things. Once you establish, it's usually like a loop. The simple way to explain it. Once you create a routine and you're consistent, your
You have
routine,
discipline.
you'll have a discipline. You get disciplined, and then you'll achieve your goals that you had set in the first place. Then you go to the next level,
And there's always a reward in that, in achieving. You feel
and the
good.
reward is way, way bigger
Yeah.
than just the instant gratification.
Of not doing it now because I don't
Yes.
feel like it.
Yes.
All right, so it's discipline. I need to have discipline
You create a
to
routine,
create a routine
stick to it,
and
through
be
consistency.
consistent
Yes.
so that I'm disciplined.
Yes.
And it's a circle. It just goes round and
It's a
round.
complete loop.
I love it. Just being in the gym, exercising, and it opening up a whole world of conversation for being disciplined, having a routine, and being consistent, not just physically,
But
in the
mentally,
mind, in our vows, in our marriage. I'm like,
Emotionally.
if we set up a routine of going on dates,
yes,
whether in the house, whether outside, we're being consistent.
yes. And we have
Because you spoke to the men, I'll speak to the wives and the ladies. I feel like he fell in love with a certain version of me, and
Yeah.
if I'm consistent, I kind of keep it going. I don't think I ever wanted to reach a point where he says, you used to do this,
and
you used to do that, and I wasn't disciplined enough to keep it going.
and funny thing, consistency here is not mark timing. You have to be in motion. That's the other thing.
You have to do something.
I can't do reps, and I do 10 kg dumbbells. I get there and say
And
for
I'm
the next
done.
1 year I'm consistent with it. It's a matter of pushing yourself,
To the
pushing
next,
yourself.
to the next.
Yes.
Because even the version of you are now, and 1 year from now,
Yes.
I can be consistent in how I show you love, but it's not the same thing I'm doing every single time.
Exactly.
Learning a lot from a gym.
There you have it, guys. It's homework time.
Yeah.
Grab a pen, grab a paper, and grab a buddy. May it be your spouse or your cousin or your friend. Somebody who can keep you accountable in this journey, and pen it down and action it.
Yeah. And you have to form a routine.
Yes.
If it takes, like for me, I know, let me tell you, I started gymming in January, and then I came back and started again in April. And then I remembered my birthday month is coming. So I've started again now. But to keep it consistent,
So now henceforth?
we are going to write it down.
Yes.
7 a.m., wake up. 10 a.m., this and that. 10. And I think to mark consistency, we can have even a calendar where we mark, I did it day 1.
Yes.
I did it day 2. I did, and sooner or later we're on day 100.
And marking and ticking your things off is key, because that's what gives
When
you
you
the small
see-
wins
yeah,
in life,
when you see the
and gives you
physical
the power to
progress.
continue.
Right? And when it comes back to even in marriage, go back to your wedding videos.
Yes.
Go back to the vows you made and check, have you been consistent? Are you keeping the promises? Are you a man of your word or a woman of your word?
Yes.
That is how, I guess, we cultivate discipline.
Yes.
By always having, remember the goal you wrote down, the vow you said, we stick to it, and we make sure every day we check back in. Are we still doing what we said? Are we still living out the promises we made?
Yes.
And it's all about
Progress?
not perfection.
For sure.